Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well. I've been to Newark Antique Fair today, or Newark Autojumble today. Bought a few bits and bobs, all treasury items. I went with my buddy Jack from Jack's Shed. We had a good time. He bought loads of stuff, I bought loads of stuff. We had a good time, so I'm sure there'll be a Brit tool themed tool haul for him. Right, so I think there's going to be probably 3 videos to get all this in. Quite a lot of junk, but let's get on with it. So we got one big job lot, and then we got some other smalls. So let's do the smalls first. So I got 2 sets of these, I think they are pit tags, Rossington. So when you go down the pit, you hand it in, and then when you come out, you hand it back. There was 2 of these. They were both identical, one round and one hexagonal. I gave one to Jack, so there was 2 of those, and this rather cool miniature vice with like a miniature anvil. I mean, God knows how useful that anvil would be. Someone's been cutting with a saw on the top of it. I just thought it was a really nice little design. So 2 sets of tags and the little vice was £10 off one seller, so I thought that was okay. Now this I'm really intrigued by. The woman says railway here, and the woman's put, I don't know what she's put, rinkadink, whatever that means. And she said she bought it at a railwayana like place, and she wanted 14. I gave her 11 for it. Now, does anybody have an idea what that's actually used for? Is it like some sort of like lock or something? I don't know. I've no idea what that's used for, but I just like the look of it. So that was 11, a bit of brass. But if anyone knows what that's specifically used for, please pitch in. I'd appreciate it. We got a Squire rusty lock. I paid £2 for that. Don't know why, it's got no key. And then that one's the guess the price, so we'll get into that later. Now, all these items here came off one of my good buddies who I buy off every single time. He always has really nice items. So let's get on with it. So I bought this pipe wrench. It's a big French double ender hexagonal handle, bit roughneck. He was asking at 20 for it. He sold it me for 10. We've got this square, but it's, what's really good about this is, I don't know if you can see just here, it's a E. Preston and Son square, which makes it kind of nice. You can put it on the work, do 45s, do 90 degrees off the work. Kind of nice, really like that. And I've not got one like that with them scoops coming out. He had 32 and he sold me that for 15, which I thought was good of him. And then the rest of the items here were all together out of his cabinet. So we've got a super cool little chunky screwdriver. This was one of Jack's favourite items. Nice little screwdriver. Looks like it's got a bit of a bit of a end for tapping on. But I just liked it, little screwdriver. We got a funky little wrench. I've not seen one quite like that before with the round. So I thought that was kind of cool. We've got a very nice divider with nice designs on it. Does it? Seems to be a little bit tight, but I'm sure it'll, there we go. Sure it'll loosen up. So a little divider, that's a bit of fun. We've got a jeweler's diamond gauge. This one is made in France. And then obviously this accentuates the diamond so you can work out the millimeters of something, and it brings it up. So that's basically 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. So that's a diamond gauge for measuring diamonds. I've got a few of those. That's a bit rusty though, it needs a wire wheel and a bit of a vapor rust, but it's got a little bit of brass on it, so that's the reason why I went for that. We've got a super cool die tap with a thread on it made out of brass, and I don't think I've ever seen one made out of brass before, so I thought that was really nice. And then we've got another die handle, more traditional, with the round, also made out of brass with a steel die in it. Very nice. We've got this really cool, one of my favourite items, a perfect screwdriver made in made in Czechoslovakia. Little screwdriver with a plastic handle. I don't think I've seen one. It's cracked all the way at the end, but I've never seen one perfect. I thought that was a really cool little screwdriver. We've got a lovely set of scissors made in Sheffield. Really nice, snappy little scissors. I just like the shape of them. I thought they were almost like miniature shears, the look of them. We've got this really cool little multi-tool. So we've got a D-reamer, a tapered tap, a flathead screwdriver, and then we've got whatever, you know, a die that is in the middle. But I thought it was a funky little design. I like the look of it. This is one of my favourite items. This is a good old Pratt, which is, I forgot the name of it now. Good old Pratt was before, I think, oh, I forgot the name. Anyway, it's an early American tool, shall we just say that? Why have I forgot that? I have no idea. And then we've got this really cool set of wire cutter crimping tool. Some numbers on it there. I thought it had a really interesting look to it. Not sure if it's army or anything, but it looks like a really cool set of pliers. I've never seen anything quite like those before. If anyone knows anything about those, let me know. Miller's Falls dawned on me. So I think good old Pratt was pre-Miller's Falls. So this is probably from the 30s or something, but nice little item. So all those items together, I paid 60. I think the total was 85. 60, 10, 15, 85 pounds for all those little funky little items, which I don't think is bad at all. Some really cool miniature little bits and bobs there. Really like the brass. I think my favourite item of all these items is possibly this little brass tap and the perfect little miniature screwdriver with the Bakelite handle with the crack. I still think it's cool. Put in the comments which is your favourite. Now, I rather splurged for some reason on the guess the price. The guess the price is this 19mm round from World War II, 1942. It says 90, he said 19, but that says 20mm. But anyway, little round. And this apparently is a soldier's bayonet, possibly like, you know, like a knuckle duster. So that goes in the palm, you close it down, and then obviously for stabbing. He said it was military issue. I think that end looks a little bit reproduction to me, but I paid the non-reproduction price. It has some writing there, not sure what that means, but it's kind of an interesting design. I paid for this off a military collector with the bullet. He says it's legit. I don't know if for sure it is, but it has got quite a bit of wear there and a bit of muck in there, but maybe this has just been clean with a wire wheel, so it's brought it up or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, that would do some serious damage. So I'll be keeping that in the car. No, I'm joking, just joking. So basically we got some funky items there. What do you think I paid for the bolt cutter and the bullet? And it wasn't cheap, so just let you know it was a bit expensive, that actually. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this little video. Thanks for watching if you managed to get to this far. Take care, have a great day, bye.